Super Mario in real life.
Spaghetti! With the Mario Brothers and plumbing's a game. We're not like the others who get all the fame.
Why did I even make that? Hey everyone, welcome back to Coconut Mall. My name is Nick, and I'm probably crying in a college lecture hall as you're watching this. Anyway, last March, after much anticipation and a meme festival rollout, the world finally bore witness to the Super Mario Bros. Movie. A movie that for many brought the Mario universe to life in a unique way while also creating a fun and engaging story. Unless you were a critic. The film managed to stray away from most movie adaptations. It was actually fairly faithful to the Mario franchise while also even in the Mario Kart and Donkey Kong series. For many, including myself, this was a good culmination for the Mario franchise and also managed to be one of the few Illumination movies that I actually enjoy. But what if I were to tell you this wasn't even the first Super Mario movie? In fact, the first one came out 30 years beforehand. And I'm not talking about whatever that is. Nope, the first Super Mario Bros. Movie was in fact Super Mario Bros. How original. No, I am not kidding. Super Mario Bros. Released in 1993, and there's a reason why nobody remembers it. A couple reasons, actually. The movie was co-directed by Rocky Morton and Annabelle Jankel, and was distributed by both Hollywood Pictures and Buena Vista Pictures, aka Walt Disney Studios. Everything leads back to the mouse. The movie would be filmed in live action as opposed to being animated, which felt like an odd choice considering how imaginative the games are. It also had an estimated $42 to $48 million budget, but was destroyed in the box office and only made about $39 million back. And upon release, the movie was panned by critics and audiences alike, and has mostly been seen as a joke within the Mario community ever since. I've always been curious as to why this movie is seen the way it is, but since it's nowhere to be found on any streaming services, I just never bothered. Until I found this for $5 at a flea market. So I figured, why don't I finally watch this movie and see why it has such a sour reputation compared to the new film? And there's a lot to unpack. But before I go any further, keep in mind that in 1993, the most recent Super Mario game looked like this. Does that look like movie material to you? So what I'm trying to say here is that we shouldn't get too mad at how a lot of the Mario universe is handled in this movie, since the games themselves still had a lot of room to grow. We can definitely make fun of it, but we can heartily blame the producers here. Anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and watch the first Super Mario movie. Our story begins in a pixelated Brooklyn, 65 million years ago.
It just don't get no better than this.
Yeah.
Even the dinosaurs have Brooklyn accents. We then cut to 20 years ago, where a mysterious woman drops an item off at a church, which turns out to be an egg. The woman is then captured by King Koopa as the egg begins to hatch. We're not even 5 minutes in, and this movie is already really strange. We then cut to modern day Brooklyn, where we meet brothers Mario and Luigi Mario. What? Their actual names are Mario and Luigi Mario.
Name? Mario. Last name?
Mario.
Okay, what's your name?
Luigi.
Luigi?
No, Luigi Mario.
The two run a plumbing business, but are starting to go broke because of another company, Scapelli's. We find a site where students are digging for dinosaur bones, led by none other than Daisy. That's right, instead of choosing Peach, or even Pauline for this role, they chose Daisy for whatever reason. The Scapelli dude threatens Daisy, which leads her into looking for a phone to call for more security.
They say it's dog.
These two dunderheads are Spike and Iggy, who not only look nothing like the original characters, but also happen to have the worst haircuts imaginable. These two are hired goons sent by Koopa to capture a certain woman, who they believe to be Daisy. Daisy then runs into the Mario Bros. At a payphone, and after letting her use the phone, Luigi offers her a ride.
I overheard your name was Daisy. You know, I haven't heard that name around here. It's really nice, too. It's like, no, I have.
That stellar performance somehow wins Luigi a date, where we learn that Daisy was actually the baby who hatched from the egg.
Probably want to take off that rock.
Well, actually, you know, I never take it off. It's the only thing I have from when I was found.
Luigi and Daisy then continue their date exploring the fossil site, while the two goons mistakenly kidnap Mario's date. After Mario shows up, the brothers attempt to fix the leak, while the goons ultimately capture Daisy.
Daisy!
Some kind of wall of psychic energy.
While this does seem like a reference to the paintings in Mario 64, that game didn't exist yet, so weird coincidence. Luigi grabs Daisy's rock as she attempts to pass back through, before both brothers jump into the portal. They are then transported to an alternate dimension filled with fungus that's run by King Koopa. Why is he a king if this is a democracy?
I got a feeling we're not in Brooklyn no more.
We then meet Koopa and his assistant Lena in his lair, as he explains what this dimension is supposed to be.
We've been exiled here after the meteorite struck, while mammals roam free in the other dimension.
We learn that Daisy's rock is a piece of an asteroid, and if Koopa gets it, he can use it to merge both dimensions.
I captured the princess. She's being defungused.
Where's the rock?
The plumbers took it.
Plumber alert.
Oh god! The bros then pace around town looking for help, before running into a ferocious grandma!
Don't touch that!
Let me go!
She's a stunt granny.
The other woman then rockets away with the rock, before the brothers run into this doof. Now I want you all at home to guess who this guy is supposed to be. Go ahead, make your guesses. Got them? This is Toad. Toad. The police then arrest all three of them just because, while Daisy is taken to a cell where all the other captured women are. The brothers are then taken into the station, where they're then defungused. Yeah, I'm sure that's not supposed to be a euphemism or anything. The two are then deliberated by King Koopa, but once he learns the rock is missing, he sends them to the Devo Chamber.
Now whip it into shape.
No, the de-evolution chamber.
Our old king. You tried to get rid of him, but the king is everywhere.
Toad is then de-evolved into a Goomba. Oh, God. You know, I've been fairly lenient when it comes to character redesign so far, but how the f*** did they get this from this? Anyway, Mario and Luigi then ambush Koopa and manage to escape.
Hey, Mario, look at this. These little mushroom things on the fungus.
Oh, for the love of God, please don't. They then steal a police car, and after dodging cops and other cars, they make their way into a tunnel.
I can't stop this thing. I can't see where I'm going.
As Koopa sits in a pile of mud, he sends Lena to grab Daisy.
Princess Daisy. What?
How did they get cigarettes in a jail cell? Koopa then evolves the brains of Spike and Iggy, and sends them to look for Mario and Luigi in the desert. Meanwhile, Daisy is set to meet Koopa for the first time.
You're a
Dinosaur. Yoshi is a pet of the royal family.
Okay, cute redesign.
You are so fresh. Don't fight it.
Nope, moving on. The goons then find Mario and Luigi in the desert, but still manage to crash their tank.
Where's Daisy, butt breath? Where's the rock? Not until you give us Daisy, biscuit head!
I feel like this movie can't decide if it wants to be rated R or PG. The four then compromise and agree to trade the rock for Daisy, and head to a bar in the city to find the woman who stole it. We also find out this woman is named Big Bertha. Laugh. Mario somehow charms Bertha into a dance, and attempts to take the rock back. This is a kid's movie, right? Mario then manages to grab the rock, but after Lena shows up, she steals it for herself. Bertha then helps the brothers hide, and gives them both a pair of rocket boots. Holy shit! They actually used something from the original game for once!
To see the humans de-evolve, won't it?
The brothers make their way into Koopa's tower, meddle with the heating system, and finally suit up. You are welcome for not pointing out how they were wearing the opposite colors for most of the movie. Koopa then sends the goons to death row, and abandons Alina in a fit of rage.
If not with you, then on my own.
She then tries to kill Daisy, but after Yoshi nearly eats her entire foot, Daisy manages to escape. She then runs into and saves Spike and Iggy, who bring her to her father.
May I present to you your father?
Turns out that when Koopa took over, he de-evolved the king into a fungus which is now spread across the city. Mario and Luigi then make their way through the tower, and finally meet up with Daisy.
Oh, how's Daniela? Is she alright?
Daniela, I promise to take her to WrestleMania.
Trust me, you didn't miss much. Mario then goes to save Daniela and the other girls, while Koopa captures Daisy and Luigi. Lena is then caught by the police, as Mario and the girls make their escape. Did this movie inspire Mario 64 or something? They all happen to land right where Koopa is, but as he attempts to kill everyone, Mario uses a rocket boot to stop him. Lena somehow survives this, heads to the asteroid, and places the rock.
Man, she sure makes an impression.
She just died. Right in front of you. And you make a damn pun? Mario then sets up a bomb, and as Daisy attempts to extract the rock, Mario and Koopa are Thanos snapped into Earth.
Mario?
Scapelli is then de-evolved into a monkey.
Monkey!
Before Mario blocks the Devo Ray with a mushroom. Daisy then extracts the rock from the asteroid, transporting Mario and Koopa back to the other dimension. The brothers then defeat the Goombas, hit Koopa with the Devo Ray, who's then blasted away by the bomb. They blast Koopa one more time, and he's taken out for good. The king is then re-evolved back into a human, and Daisy ultimately decides to stay behind as the Mario Brothers return to Brooklyn.
And managed to return the missing Brooklyn girls and save a parallel world. I'd call them the Super Mario Brothers.
And that was Super Mario Bros. From 1993. You know, I've gotta say...
Luigi, Mario!
Daisy!
You gotta come with me, I need your help.
What's wrong?
You're never gonna believe this.
Oh. Nice way to tease a sequel that never happened. But anyway, that was the first Super Mario Bros. Movie. And I've gotta say, for as wild, wacky, and downright strange a lot of this movie is, I actually had a pretty good time with it. It's definitely not a good movie by any means, but the unusual world this movie creates felt like an alternate reality of the Mario universe, and it was pretty interesting to see. And of course, the plot was a little all over the place, the character redesigns weren't the best, and there was very little resemblance to the actual games, but if I'm being honest, all of those factors only made the movie even more entertaining for me. And keep in mind, I love films that have a so bad it's good quality to them, and this movie had that in spades. However, if you were to rename the movie and all the characters, would I even be able to tell this was based off of Mario? No, not in any way at all. There is almost nothing about this movie that reminds me of the Mario universe. Even if you look back at the NES and SNES games, there's little to no resemblance between those and this movie. But as I said, even with how objectively bad a lot of this movie is, it's still a really entertaining time. It in absolutely no way stands even close to the newer film, but I still think the first Super Mario movie is a worthwhile watch. It's not on any streaming services currently, including Disney Plus, which is probably a good thing right about now. So the only real legal way to watch it currently is to buy the DVD or Blu-ray, but I do recommend picking it up if you want to laugh hysterically for like an hour and a half. But if you have seen the full movie yourself, let me know what you thought about it in the comments. And so with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed. Take care.
Yo, you're in for a treat, so hang on to your seat. Get ready for adventure and remarkable feats. You'll meet Koopas and Troopers, the princess and the others. Hanging with